ladies and gentlemen? I'm Nick with Matt from Multirotors, and today, amongst my desk of mess, we have my next little review project. So today I bring forth the foldable 4-inch quad prop from MicroHeli Co. Now, these are real popular with collective pitch helicopters, and regular helicopters actually, mostly because of storage reasons. You gotta fold it down and make it smaller. So, following the same train of thought, MicroHeli came forth with these little props. Now they offer them in folding bi, tri, quad, I believe it's called penta, and hex, 6-blade props. And I mean, honestly, they're pretty nice looking, pretty well made little props. They're about 5 grams. In comparison, these dowel tris are 4 grams. So I mean, you have an extra blade there and a whole hub, and it's only 1 gram heavier. They're kind of flexible, but again, it's about the same level as dowel props. I mean, they look well built. They don't have a price on these 4-inchers yet, but their 5-inchers are going between $3 and $4, so I expect these to be somewhere in there. $3 or $4 a pair, mind you, not a set, a pair. So a full set somewhere around $6, $7. A little more pricey, but you could get into the whole argument of you're going to theoretically break less because if you hit something, it'll just fold. Yeah, it's different. They do fold up, obviously, but they don't fold flat. So I guess if you're tight for storage or you just want to look cool, I mean, they're there. My prediction for these, most helicopters have a way of tightening the props, the blades themselves, so you realistically want them just tight enough or just loose enough to where you can hold it like this, but it should drop if you bounce it. So I don't know, some of these are pretty snug, some of these are floppier than all other. That you can replace the prop blades. I didn't see the blades for sale on their website yet, but they did include some spares for me. It just pops off, and then the blades themselves come right off. But I mean, I'm looking forward to these. I did put them on a Nito 4-inch, and I did not... It used the same amount of throttle. Said no more. Anyway, I threw these on a Nito 4-inch on 2205, 2700s. And it hovered at the same level as these dowels use. And I mean, that's not a quantifiable measurement, but try as I might, I couldn't get a hold of a test stand for this week. So I'm going to throw them on the same Nito and a couple other motor types and give them a shot. I asked the company. They did not have thrust ratings or an RPM limit. I mean, these are nylon plastic props. So there was a good chance that if I put these on a fast enough kV motor, they could disintegrate. But I really doubt that's going to happen. But here they are. You know, they look really well made. I'm going to throw them on a quad, and I'm going to go fly them and see how they work. And as you can see, out of the package, they come perfectly balanced. Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention, too, I'm actually curious if active braking is going to affect these, because, you know, the ESC is constantly accelerating and decelerating the motor. So I'm kind of wondering if there's going to be like a jerking motion back and forth, but we're going to see. No, but really, you can't balance these. I just did this because I thought it was fun. All right, we're out here today playing. Wave Elizabeth, say hello. We got all the quads, got all the toys, and I'm going to test out these 4-inch folders. I'm going to use this Multirotor Mania 180, and for comparison, I'm going to use Dowel 5040 quad props. So, I don't know, obviously I can't fly them all at the same time, but I'm going to do a side-by-side to see how I feel about them. Setup on this doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's RCX 2205 2633 kV motors, and Multirotor Mania Zeus 30 amp ESCs. So it's a little ridiculous. And I'm going to run it on some Nanotech 4S 4590s and see what happens. them back at the house. ZMR 180, RCX 2205, 2633 kV, Zeus 30 amps, 4S Nanotech, blah blah blah. Here's my thoughts. These props work well in the sense that they provide a great amount of thrust. They are pretty fairly locked in per se, and they work. Now that being said, for those of us who are trying to push the envelope here, I did try flips, rolls, tricks, dives, stalls, etc., etc., and you can definitely tell that there's almost like a wind up with these props. And I mean, that's to be expected. You can see they're not exactly tight, they're kind of loose and floppy. So when you're at speed and you're pushing hard and you're accelerating, it works fine. When you're taking hard banks, they work fine. But when you go into an inverted roll, or you go into a stall, or you throw it upside down and try and do acro type flying, you can definitely tell that there's a free float lag where the props are just kind of lackadaisical, floating around doing whatever, and they have to be locked back out before they start providing thrust. What this basically translates to is a very exponential, curved type throttle progression. Instead of a linear, constant thrust all the way through, it's kind of a and then it gets real strong real fast. So are these bad props? No, not at all. No problems whatsoever. They didn't break off. I pushed them at full stick for a couple of passes to see if anything would happen, and there's no stress cracking, no stress fractures. I've got them cranked down on there pretty tight. No damage on them, nothing. Would I recommend these to people? They're pretty cool. It's kind of a trend thing, I get. Not even a trend thing. It's neat. It is definitely a neat thing, and it's not going to affect you negatively. So if you want to try them out or have a set, go for it. You're not going to lose anything. You're not going to. It's not like they're going to go flying off and destroy your copter. So if you think they're cool and you want to fly with them, then by all means. Would I recommend them to a racer who wants to race? No, probably not. It's not going to provide that same locked-in feel that you're used to, but they are not bad. I mean, I'd have to try them on a few of my quads to see what they fit, but as far as this thing being just a light acro-type flyer, it's not really where I'd put them. I mean, if you're just fun flying out at the park, they're perfectly fine. I am going to do some more testing with these as far as durability, so keep an eye out for that as well. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep flying with them. I'm going to test them out some more, but yeah, they're pretty neat. I'm going to throw my DVR footage because, as you see, it's a top mount battery, so there's no cam on this, or no HD cam. So, take a look at it, and if you like it, comment down below. Thanks for watching this video, and subscribe, tell your friends, and let me know if you have any questions.